My journey started when I was 12 years old. My grandma taught me how to do basic embroidery. And in the evenings we would sit and she would give me an embroidery hoop with patterns and show me all the different types of stitches. But the best thing was just spending time with my grandma and getting to know what she loved to do. And that was the beginning of my journey. I was a little girl that always colored outside the lines. And that's the way I live my life. I still color outside the lines. My name is Jody Young, and I'm a bead artist. My style is obviously freeform, but I've had bead embroidered for years prior to coming up with my raised texture beading, and everything was always so flat. And when I started, you have to realize there was no books, there was no internet, there was none of that. So I decided I needed to figure out a way to create some texture, raising it up. That's where raised texture came into play, and have some movement and interest in my pieces. Well, my work comes to life through the beads that I use. I am inspired by certain beads and then I go from there. I don't draw anything out, it just happens. So I'll find a special focal and then I'll collect my palette all around that focal and I just start. I have no idea how big, small, or where it's gonna go. I don't have a clean little piles here and there. I let them all mingle together. So listening to the beads, I would pick up a green and a pink one, maybe at the same time. Then I might bump my tray and a big bead rolls over towards me and it's like, oh, you wanna go on here? Okay, hop on my needle. Let's see what we can do for you. So it sounds crazy, but that's how I create. Obstacles and challenges can actually be a positive thing in people's lives. And it's all about the journey. It's just how you respond to it. Of course, you know, everybody has the fear factor, and what I have found with the fear factor, it's best just to replace it with faith. Just know that if you choose to walk through the right doors that open for you, and even if you don't, if you hit a dead end, then take another right or left and walk through another door until you find what makes your heart happy. So it's really about your happiness. It's not a selfish thing, it's about your happiness. When I actually decided to put my type of beadwork out into the world and share it with others, I'd been doing it for years and getting so much enjoyment out of it. And my sister actually said, why do you bury yourself in your beadwork? And I said, this is just what I love to do. I can't get enough of it. And I decided, through all my friends and my customers telling me, you really need to get your work out there. And this is before the internet and all that. And I thought, well, there's a show over in Portland, and if there's a space available, I'll go. So Fire Mountain Gems has been a very big part of my journey. When they published me over 10 years ago, doing the front cover, they also had me come down and do a total photo shoot, and they took so many pictures of my pieces. And that has continually, still to this day, some of my older pieces have been published on the back of magazines because they advertise everywhere. It was very simple to enter the contest. They make it very easy. But my latest one was my Silver Mermaid piece. And it's a really special piece to me because I am a mermaid at heart. And it won gold last year on their seed beading. So when the gal, Melissa, called me, I just screamed and I couldn't believe it. So I feel very, very thankful and grateful. Being 60 years old now, I know I'm not finished on this journey, on this bead journey. So my big dream is to finish the book I've talked about for years. I want to create some fabulous pieces and be on the red carpet someday. Follow your passion. That's the biggest advice I can give you. Follow what makes your heart sing.